Hi everyone, have you thought, where do I put adjectives in Japanese? Do they change? What's the rules? Yeah, I know it can feel confusing at first, but don't worry. Today I'll teach you all about Japanese adjectives in super simple way. Even if you just started studying Japanese, you'll understand everything by the end. Alright, let's get started. Okay, before we talk about adjectives, I want to explain something really important. Japanese sentence is like a train. Each word is like a one train car, and they all connect one by one. And the last card shows what the sentence is really saying. The last card can be a verb, like a study or eat, and a noun, like a student or a teacher, or an adjective, like quiet or fun. Let's look at some examples, right? So, 私は日本語を勉強します。I study Japanese. In this sentence, the last card is a verb, します. So this sentence ends with a verb, right? Let's look at another one. 私は学生です. I am a student. The last card is a noun, 学生. So this sentence ends with a noun. What about this one? この部屋は静かです. This room is quiet. The last card in here is adjectives, 静か. So this sentence ends with the adjective, right? So again, in Japanese, the sentence is like a train, and the last card is a main message, an important message. So where do adjectives ride on this train? So there are actually two places they can go. The one pattern is at the very end. Sometimes the adjectives comes at the end of the sentence. That means the adjective is the main thing you want to say. Example, このケーキは美味しいです. Here, the 美味しい is the last sentence. It's the main message, like the final stop of the train, before a noun. Other times, the adjectives come before a noun. It just gives an extra information about the noun, like a little label. Example, 美味しいケーキを食べました. I ate a delicious cake. So 美味しい is not a main message. It just explains the cakes. It's the card that connects right before the noun, right? Now that you know where adjectives go, let's learn how to use them, okay? Oh, just before we continue, I also teach Japanese in private online lessons. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn with me one-on-one, check the links in the description below. Let's study together. Alright, back to the lesson. So what's an adjective? An adjective is a word that tells us what something is like. Like in English, a small dog, a fun game, a quiet room. Adjectives tell us how something looks, feels, or sounds. They're super helpful because they help us say what we think, right? In Japanese, there are two kinds of adjectives. The first one is I adjective, and the second one is na adjective, right? Let's start with the first one, I adjective. Okay, so these ones are easy to spot because they always end with the sound I. Example, 楽しい fun, 美味しい delicious, 大きい big. If it ends in I, it's probably this type of adjective. And they are like a shapeshifter type. They change their own form depending on the sentence. Kind of like a chameleon. They switch shapes for negative, past, or applied forms. Let's learn how to use them, alright? To make it polite, just add です. これは大きいです. This is big. Tip, don't use mas. That's only for verbs, alright? For adjective, you always use des, alright? Want to say not big. Change I to ku, then add nai. So, 大きい, 大きく, and plus nai. So, 大きくない. Easy. これは大きくない. This is not big. Want to say was big. Drop the I and add かった. So, 大きい can be 大きかった. これは大きかった. This was big. For the polite, it'll be 大きかったです. Alright, just add です. 大きかったです. Okay, these adjectives can change by themselves, right? So, 美味しい can be 美味しくない. 美味しかった can be 美味しくなかった, right? They were kind of like verbs. They're flexible. Okay, let's move on to the second kind. Alright. So, second one is na adjective. These ones are a little different because they don't end in I. So these stay the same type. They don't change themselves, but the words around them change. Example, 静か quiet, 好き favorite, 大切 important. Let's learn how to use them. So when you want to describe a noun, you have to add na between the adjective and a noun. So this can be 静かな部屋, a quiet room. Not 静か部屋. That's incorrect. Always add na before the noun. Alright? When the adjective is at the end of the sentence, don't use na. For example, 部屋は静かです. The room is quiet. No not here, just the word itself. We don't want to make it polite sentence. You can say 静か itself plus des. So 静かです. What about casual form? You just add だ. Alright, 静かだ. Again, 静か itself don't change. What about past and negative sentence? For the past, you say 静かだった. だった is the past form of da. What about the polite sentence? 静かでした. でした is the past form of des. What about the negative form? 静かじゃない. じゃない is a negative form of da. 静かだ、静かじゃない. For the polite form, you say 静かじゃありません. じゃありません is just the polite form of じゃない. See? These adjectives don't change, but the parts after them do. Let's quickly look at the recap. Each adjective is like a shapeshifter type. They change their own shape depending on the sentence. So they can become from 大きい to negative 大きくない past 大きかった polite 大きいです They change the adjective itself. And for the na adjective, it's like a stay the same type. They don't change themselves. Instead, the word around them change. And you use ですでしたじゃないじゃありません Example 静かな街 You use na before noun 街は静かです You just add です静かじゃない静かでした So the adjective stays the same all the time. Alright, now you know where adjectives go, how to tell the two types, and how they behave in themselves. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.